Hello, you guys, and welcome back to Hip Hop Scene. I'm your girl, Sophia Ruby, but you already knew that because I'm the queen. If you didn't know that, then you need to get out and vote, and that is very important that you guys get out and do that right away. Register, okay? Because y'all need to be known when there's elections, voting me to be queen all the time, you know? Plus, there's some other very important things going on and issues on the ballot, which we will be talking about later on in the show, and actually in just a minute. But I'm here with my co-queen, Miss Nanners 559.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I hope everybody's doing good on this, I would say lovely day. I'm hoping it's a lovely day, but
you're looking lovely.
Oh, thank you.
You're looking quite lovely.
Yep. I'm looking like a snack.
Yeah.
But you looking like a whole meal.
But for real, I really appreciate everybody that's tuned in. Make sure when you guys tune in, you share the broadcast. I appreciate everybody. Drop where you guys are located so we can give you guys a shout out. And It's been a very trying week. It's been a very trying past couple of weeks here in the Central Valley and Fresno in particular. And, there's a lot going on across the country, but there's a lot going on right here in the town, right here in the city. And,
yes, it is.
And so I brought in a few gentlemen that, know their way around the town this week so that we can talk about some of the issues. One thing that was really, really sad is that a friend of mine was murdered, a
few days ago.
Sorry, you guys. I was murdered about a week ago, and here in Fresno, and she was found shot in her car. And she was a guest here on this show, you guys. And she was very special to us, not only us, but a lot of people around town and all over the place, And she was doing very big things, and she was murdered just a couple of days before her birthday. She left behind an 8-year-old daughter, and it's just horrible. And not only her, but there's other young ladies and families that have been devastated lately just by a lot of senseless violence and
selfishness and carelessness acts. You
Yeah.
guys, you have to understand that people are affected by situations that occur. And it's not just you're not just taking someone out of the world, you're taking away from everyone who has love for that person, and you can't fill that void. There's no filling it. It's done. It's that's it, and we had the incident with Jazz, and prior to I was at Alizé's vigil too, and she's 16 years old. She didn't even get to live her life yet. She didn't even get to say, hey, I made it to 18 or 21 or anything like that, and so...
And my neighbor's niece was murdered too, Shy. And, it's been really devastating to a lot of people. There's literally... every family is touched by somebody being hurt here right now. You know what I mean? And it's just really senseless and horrible. And we've been trying to come together and see what we can do as a community. And I mean, I can offer my platform, if nothing else, but what we can do and how we can rectify this or at least head in a better direction from here on out. A lot of people want to blame it on this and blame it on that, blame it on hip hop, blame it on the government, blame it on whatever. And at the end of the day, it's just right and wrong, good and bad. Look at this, man. All these 18-year-olds found gunshot wounds in Southeast Fresno. Multiple shooters, 2 men shot in Central Fresno. This has all been in the last couple of weeks, and it's ridiculous. So we're trying to, as a community,
intervene and make a difference because, it's just one of those things, Sophia, it's heartfelt because, like she said, we just had Jazz here. We just had the whole, crew.
Shout out to CBD, WBD, won't be denied, can't be denied, real. I know that she was really special to you guys, just like she was really special to every single person that she touched because she was just an amazing person. Vibrant. This wasn't my loss. This was just the world's loss. You know what I mean? Just as every single person that is taken away from somebody is a loss. You know what I mean? It's like they don't even get the chance, and a lot of people say crazy things like, "Oh, you don't care until it's somebody's close to you." And everybody cares. Okay, my brother was also murdered 10 years ago, you know what I mean, in some vigilante justice. Gun violence isn't a new issue. No, it's not. And don't say, because this is just like the 90s. That doesn't mean that's bad. That means any better. That means that there's been no fucking progress. Exactly. You know what I mean? So this is just the same as the 90s. Where the fuck did we fuck up at? And
it has been going on because I know I lost my best friend Nick Huck. He got shot 5 times in his chest. And it's like, for what? For $20? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really that serious, and they're free to this day because they never caught them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you relive that moment forever because there's no justice, and when you get no justice, it just repeats itself. Like, you know,
I mean, there can be no justice for murder.
Exactly.
Period.
There's not.
There can be no justice because there's always going to be scars and stains left on the hearts of the people that those people cared about, and those people will forever be gone. So there can be no justice. So the only justice is to stop it, to make sure that it doesn't happen. And how the fuck do we do that? How are we going to do that? That is the question. You know, is it gun laws? Is it education? What is it? And where do we begin the conversation?
You want to go first?
Sure.
I mean, you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Yes.
Okay, so this is my friend Tajuddin Ayatollah T.
My name is Tajuddin Lamar Turner, CEO of Blood Ties Entertainment, aka Ayatollah T.
To the mic. Speak it to the mic.
aka Dr. Kill 'Em Dead. But we're not here for music today. I don't know if you want to introduce yourself first or.
Yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Christopher, and I have been active in politics in Fresno County community for about 4.5 years, and I've seen a few things. That's just safe to say, and I think we're gonna talk about those things tonight. Okay.
In my opinion, when you ask how do we stop this, for me, it's because I've been on both sides of this. I've felt the pain of it, but I've also caused the pain. You know, and I like to apologize to my community for the things that I have done, and I'm doing the best that I can to amend my mistakes, and I'm doing that every day. But in my opinion, we first have to really take a deep look into who we are. What there's really a lack of is a lack of humanity, in my opinion. And humanity, and understanding that your Weltanschauung, or your perspective of life, all is based on if you can recognize your own humanity. And right now, a lot of things that are happening that causes us to forget, from the harsh drugs to the alcohol, to the lifestyle that is perpetuated out in these streets today. That prevents them to be able to recognize their own humanity. So it's easy to look at another human and say, okay, it's like killing an insect.
And that's a great point. When you don't recognize your own humanity, it's easy for you to not recognize the humanity in others and that you need to give to others. Because I use me as an example. At the point in my life when I had a lot of run-ins with people, when I was just always fine, when I was just always struggling, when I was just mad at the world for no damn reason, really didn't know. If I look back, those were the times when I was maddest at myself, you know, and those were the times when I wasn't taking really the best care of myself, and you put your anger off onto everybody else and think that it's everybody else's problem, and it's not really your fault. It's because that's how we're taught. We're taught that they're not giving us enough. They're not doing this for us. I just need a break. Somebody just needs to give me this and this and that and this and that. And so it's a top mentality, but it's really sad because it makes you so bitter with other people, and it's you not realizing that you're the greatest. You make that stuff happen. You do all that stuff. You're the one that makes yourself happy. You go get it. You go do that. And then once you start realizing that, then you start appreciating other people. When you look around, like, hey, look at whatever you're doing, do you? You know what I mean?
Right.
When you're happier with yourself. So how can we make people happier with themselves? You know what I mean?
I honestly believe that for me, being in the situation I was for a while, I really had to, because before I could even recognize anything, I had to first recognize me, right? And the more and more I got in touch with my humanity, I recognized that I could not harm anything else.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because I understood. And right now, if we can catch them while they're young, we're lucky. Everybody say, get them while they're young. The thing is, the talks that we're having bore them. That's why it's easier, and we say, oh, it's the alcohol or anything, or it's the music, or it's the movies. What it really is really them. But they have the
If they're
attention. of
bored,
them.
if they're bored with the talks, then what do we provide them? We provide them with the things that we have for them.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Resources, things that they
to do,
enjoy, they love,
things that
yeah.
they like
Yeah.
to do,
Exactly.
and find
We
out.
can reach them.
Yes, we can't. I'm not saying it's impossible. What I'm saying is those saying get them while they're young. It may have
But
been true
even-
now, but there's so many distractions.
Okay, so even the ones
will
that aren't
prevent
young,
them from
right
doing that.
now, if this is what I would propose. Right now, say you have a teenage son, you're a mom or a dad that can't control your teenage son. You can't control your teenage daughter. What do? Do you sit there and you be quiet? Oh, I know my son has a gun. I know he out here hanging with the wrong crowd. I know but that's my baby, and I don't want him to get hurt, and I don't want him to get in trouble, and I don't want him to do this, and that. Is that what we do? Do we sit there and be quiet, or do we reach out and ask for help, or do we snatch that little nigga? Like, how do we rectify this? Because I feel like there's some parents out there right now who know that their kids are
They're
out there
enabling it.
fucking up,
Oh, yeah.
and they're not asking
Yeah.
for help.
They're enabling
not,
it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they're not
So-
telling us that they need help. They're not sending their asses away to either. There's men out here willing to mentor your children,
Exactly.
willing to snatch them up and give them things to do with themselves and with their time. But you guys just have to speak up. People got to
Yes.
speak up. You got to let us know so that we can provide them with the resources. I know a few. I know Aaron
I think-
Foster. I
I
know
know
Jerry.
Aaron.
You
I
know,
know Jerry,
I know
too.
I know Hershey.
Yeah,
you know,
Hershey.
I mean, you know, I know there's a lot of people willing to do this, but we need the parents to speak up.
And that's a lot of our issue too, is that we have resources, right? But we can talk till we're blue in the face to a young teen, and it's up to them to decide what action they will take from what they've listened to. You know what I'm saying? But it's really hard because, like, I work for DJJ. Okay, working with DJJ, I had the handful. You know what I'm saying? I got youth who ran their own script, you know what I'm saying? But the issue with that was they were never shown. Remember I said Michael Jackson said, teach them well, let them lead the way, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And the reason we do that is because if we're teaching them the right path, you know, hey, stay away from gangs, we got to drill it in their head over and over again. Hey, I know you're going to make your own choices at one time, but understand, every choice you make, you may not want to listen to my rules, honey, and I get it, okay? But when you grow up, you
You're gonna
still
listen to
got to listen to somebody.
somebody's rules.
Exactly. So there's
And that's the thing,
consequences.
you have to let them know there are consequences
Exactly.
at an early age. Whatever that is, there are consequences. You can't let them
Your
think that,
action
oh, my
will have
baby
a
is this,
reaction.
Little Day is that, and little
Right.
Doodle is this, and you know what I mean. And,
Yeah.
and can't get away with murder. You got them cussing. You got them doing whatever. You got them doing whatever. And I do not at all exclude myself from this. I don't say this. I'm not sitting up high and looking low. This is me
We all
down here
learn
with
in
you
the
guys.
process.
We here with you.
The pain with you guys, saying what can we do as a community. I do feel like, damn, I must have done something right because my kids ain't out there fucking up. I do feel like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have two kids who have to, so obviously if you're looking for somebody for some kind of help or advice, don't sit there and judge the next person who might be doing something right. Maybe they have something to offer. What can I offer you? You know, that's what I'm saying. What can I offer you? Do you have a kid that needs to be snatched up? My opinion is, I will send, I'm telling you, for real, I'll send a kid away. I've been through group homes. I've been through juvenile hall. I know that those lessons, as hard as they are,
You
they
learn.
matter and they
They
work.
do.
Well, a lot
and
of-
they do,
yeah.
and they mean something because it might have been hella years later, but guess what? That shit kicked in. I get up and I make my bed.
A lot
It
of-
makes me feel good to do that. And guess where I
Exactly.
learned that shit? I learned that shit at juvenile hall. I'm pretty sure. You know, I get up and I do the things that they teach you in those institutions that they're teaching you for a reason.
A lot of
That they
parents are afraid of tough love. That's the other thing. They're afraid of tough love. You know, we're gonna lose our kids because if we scold them, or I can't really, So at an early age, we used to, when we were younger, we got spanked. I'll tell you, when we got hit, it was one of those things like, oh shit, I'm not doing this.
We're not
again.
doing that no more.
Because we know
Yeah.
the consequences,
So,
and then we don't
I'm
have
a
that.
father I have children, and when I came home, I used to whip my kids at first, but then I had to sit down and really think. The old saying is, to kill a man doesn't kill a doctrine. So if I keep on whooping them, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to change how they are.
It doesn't.
You have to get in their heads.
So So what I did was I just tried to talk to them and really be there.
That's hands-on, son.
And it makes a difference. You know, my older daughter, I whooped her a lot more. The little one, I have a 6-year-old, a 17-year-old, and a 21-year-old. The older two, they got their asses whooped.
Yeah.
The middle one, the 17-year-old, you know, now that she's older in the last few years, I've tried to pull that back and get better. The little one, she doesn't really get whooped like that. But when she do get whooped like that, she feel like, oh God, it was then. She's screaming, right? She know that one go hard because she ain't used to taking no ass whoopings, and she ain't just finna take no ass whooping. You know what I mean? So it's different with the younger one. But you're right. It's not all about the physical. Now I talk. Now I listen.
You can use your voice.
I understand. Now I try to figure out what can we do with those hands instead of those hands touching this and fucking up with shit. What can we do with those busy hands? You know what I mean?
Crafting the gift.
Thing that, and this is, and we can thank the COVID thing for this, and this is why. You have a lot of parents who are young parents or who are parents because, you know, they had a great night one time or whatever the case may be. My point is, what I'm trying to get at is that, so they were depending on the county to babysit their kids for at least 6 to 7 hours.
Facts.
Now the question is, how old do you think these people are who are committing these crimes of murder? I'm pretty sure they at least in high school. You see what I'm saying? I can't see a grown man doing that. It's just my opinion.
There are some young adults. I mean, grown man. You know, the grown doesn't mean of age.
No,
let's talk about that. That means wisdom.
Yeah, I understand.
That you've learned a couple of lessons.
I understand that aspect of it. Is that it's a mental state more than anything. But here we are. We have a bunch of kids out, and they have parents who are not really parents. They're their homeboys. They sit and smoke weed with them, drink with them.
Oh yeah,
do everything else with them. You have
they
to understand what that is. So now they're not no
never lie. Niggas tell the truth and shame the motherfucking devil. Say that shit again. The fuck? That's some retarded ass shit if I ever heard it, man. On some real shit, I don't play that shit.
There's some.
For real.
So there you have now a dynamic. More than likely, the father is not in the home, so the mother has become friend with child. And it's mostly because now.
So who the fuck is the parent in this
You see what I'm
situation?
Nobody.
Damn.
So the baby who is now 17, he in the mix like real deep. But that's still mama's baby, so he come home and bring a gun, and she look at him like, damn, that's a big old gun. But she ain't she has taken her position as a mother and has went down to homeboy. So now even she's perceiving it different because a mama who sees a gun in her son's hand, no matter how old he is.
He need that. Everybody
no
got
matter
that.
how old he,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
because this is the mentality of the parent.
You just put himself in a more dangerous situation. You got a gun, you're more likely to be shot. That's just facts.
Exactly.
When somebody with a gun is more likely to be shot. Period.
Yeah.
That's
live by the sword, die by the sword.
It's just fucking facts.
And just for the record, if you think somebody gunning for you, and you know they got guns, I'm gonna let you know you having a gun don't stop bullets. I'm just letting you know.
They just don't fly.
I'm just letting you know.
And somebody gonna get hit.
You say you got it for protection. Yeah, you could protect yourself up to a certain extent, but please understand, I'm like youngsters. You're not gonna stop a single bullet from hitting you just because you got a gun on you. Just understand that.
We're gonna take a break, y'all. Yeah. We gotta get to a video. We gotta get to a couple videos. We got some bills to pay around here. And we'll be back with some very important topics here on Hip Hop Scene, y'all, in just a second.
I've subtracted the level of space in between the lines. I've secretly battled devils in the place where people's dreams die. Cause no amount of dreaming could ever withstand those hands of time. I'm bound to leave my stamp like a branding iron, so stand aside. Ain't no need to grab, I'll be fine if you just hand me mine. Plan for the dash, my imagination expands and I'm all of these anomalies, divided by apostrophes. I'm exhausted on the cautious side of fostering good posture, see. You can't imagine the nightmares I see with these two eyes. Life already passed me, lots of snicker stares, mean goodbyes. Kindness as a weakness, you've mistaken mine. Came from the back of the pack to take first place and break the line. There's no saying to me cause I aim to be a nameless breed, patiently waiting for Abel to resurrect and Cain to bleed. See, it's all the same to me, can't circumvent the fact there really is no taming me. With these unbreathable temps, I'm a flame that's free, this pain is me. I've torn myself apart to see the inner workings, took all the working gears and rearranged them with a purpose. Put things back together, start to feel the surges. I've torn myself apart just to know that I am worth it. I've torn myself apart to see the inner workings, took all the working gears and rearranged them with a purpose. Put things back together, start to feel the surges. I've torn myself apart just to know that I am worth it. Like when the surf's wet and water meets the sand and then it blends. I'm a shore pet, a lens that captures sunlight when it bends. I can't force you to grab hold of this branch when it extends. Destroyer of those bridges always breaks but never mends. Was a cut above the rest, now it's a cut above the palm. Capture the spotlight of the blessed to bleed out on the lawn. Forget the haystack, try and find a needle in an arm. Like igniting a fire, I mean the type that's 5 alarm. Ain't the type to give up and say fuck it, I'll try again tomorrow. I'll never live up to the hype and go and write about my sorrows. Draw the line in the sand and cross it where the light won't even follow. We're all on given time, it's not a right, it's fucking borrowed. All these thoughts in my head, cogs clogged with stray knowledge. Thinking of all the greats, how I'm just here to pay homage. How I thought I was smarter, how I tried to evade college. No, every dollar I made to get here wasn't honest. I've torn myself apart to see the inner workings, took all the working gears and rearranged them with a purpose. Put things back together, start to feel the surges. I've torn myself apart just to know that I am worth it. I've torn myself apart to see the inner workings, took all the working gears and rearranged them with a purpose. Put things back together, start to feel the surges. I've torn myself apart just to know that I am worth it.
I tore myself apart, I still couldn't find the pain. Opened up my heart, now I hide what I can't explain. Until from the very start, now I just can't escape the frame. Take a look inside myself, when the sunshine turns to rain. I've torn myself apart, torn myself apart. I've torn myself apart, I've torn myself apart, torn myself apart.
Like a hush and a bubbling, niggas know what the struggle is. Let her fuck my brother, she do it, so I can't trust the bitch. Sweetest lollipops, but you niggas is on some sucker shit. Sweetest lollipops, but you niggas is on some sucker shit. Like a hush and bubbling, niggas know what the struggle is. Let her fuck my brother, she do it, so I can't trust the bitch. Sweetest lollipops, but you niggas is on some sucker shit. Sweetest lollipops, but you niggas is on some sucker shit.
I'm tapped ahead if you don't know who you fucking with. Squad full of lollipops, niggas be on that sucker shit. I was taught to get to the bag and never trust a bitch. Game has its ups and downs, but I'm still loving it. I've been out here thugging it, rocking with my real ones. How you gon' claim you a shooter and you ain't feel none? All the pain I felt got a nigga ready to kill some. She just want me deep in that pussy, so I'ma drill some. He ain't finna slide, you can see it in his eyes. If you ain't about that life, then you ain't getting in the ride. 10 toes down in the streets, that's what the struggle is. Early mornings flipping at work, bitch, I be hustling. Niggas started changing the snitching and I can't fuck with it. We been in the field doing dirt, there ain't no fumbling. Niggas started changing the snitching and I can't fuck with it. We been in the field doing dirt, there ain't no fumbling.
Like a hush and a bubbling, niggas know what the struggle is. Let her fuck my brother, she do it, so I can't trust the bitch. Sweetest lollipops, but you niggas is on some sucker shit. Sweetest lollipops, but you niggas is on some sucker shit. Like a hush and a bubbling, niggas know what the struggle is. Let her fuck my brother, she do it, so I can't trust the bitch. Sweetest lollipops, but you niggas is on some sucker shit. Sweetest lollipops, but you niggas is on some sucker shit.
Hit you with a rifle from a long range. We get down and I ain't turning down no fade. With the shit since the motherfucking 4th grade. Banged out and still I never change. Pussy nigga, use a bitch, you ain't the homie. Pull up on my lonely with this 40 looking bulk. Hot shit, leave a nigga's noodles on his belt clip. Knock shit, baby say she wanna fuck the whole clique. No shit. That's why I can't trust a bitch. Never give my government. Hit it, then I bust and dip. I don't think you bitches know who you fucking with. Bang, thang, baby, I'm a player, Mac, and a pimp. Never will you catch me simping on some sucker shit. Lollipop niggas get shot right in front of bitch. True shit. And I'll never be a punk bitch. Fucking up your function. Pull it and I'm dumping.
Like a passion and bubbling, niggas know what the struggle is. I let her fuck my brother, she do it, so I can't trust a bitch. Sweetest lollipops, but you niggas is on some sucker shit. Sweetest lollipops, but you niggas is on some sucker shit. Like a hustle and bubbling, niggas know what the struggle is. Let her fuck my brother, she do it, so I can't trust a bitch. Sweetest lollipops, but you niggas is on some sucker shit. Sweetest lollipops, but you niggas is on some sucker shit.
Beats by Focus.
They lost, boy.
And she down for the 10. Yeah. Got a little bitch, and she down for the 10. Told her never hit my line. Just be ready for the rain. Yeah, money out the sand. Got the 40 with the band. Yeah, we do this shit big. Sneaks with us, bigger than you ever seen. Colder than ice that come out the freeze box. Higher than life, I let the weed tie. Shut off your lights when the squeeze fly. Keep the money flowing, don't let the breeze dry. See, I can get rich and still stay the same. Humble is the key, and the lock's the game. I get it poppin' like some champagne. Yeah, getting sloppy old toppy while I'm switching lanes. Pop up at the hood cause it's all good. Shoot up on my whole rack, man, I swear I would. Been taught to stay solid like a block of wood. And I got what you need, got it for the jug. Big moves, yeah baby, I don't waste time. I'm tryna get directly to it like FaceTime. Little baby thuggin' shit, she got waistline. She a pleaser, not a teaser with a great mind. Got a little bitch, and she down for the 10. Told her never hit my line. Just be ready for the rain. Yeah, money out the sand. Got the 40 with the band. Yeah, we do this shit big. Bigger than you ever seen.
We do that shit big, I'm talking super huge. If she don't got no dough, then I get that bitch the boot. I don't never make a choose, so I'm free like a bird. I'm a man of respect, so I'm a man of my word. Fuck what you heard, I leave a nigga stretched out. Fuck you with the wrong crowd, should've stuck his neck out. Talking with his chest out, won't see a nigga flex now. I done bought some busy cause they couldn't sign the check out. They still lots of denim, the baller spit of venom. Love for my city, so you know I'm fucking with them. I'm here to change the game, and shit will never be the same. Nice I didn't need without a dollar in my name. I used to drink that cheap shit that said I wouldn't be shit. Now they want the plug and I tell nigga eat shit. Snakes, feel me?
Hear me, no you don't. Why keep trying if you won't? Do you hear me? No you don't. Why keep trying if you won't?
If the ancients taught me one thing, it's no leniency or trust for thieves. I believe they navigated by the frequencies of the 7 seas. Facing those dark depths equal to 100 leagues. When we let a fellow brother bleed like we ain't pleased until a mother grieves. No hope for the future, like it's a war zone and we're under siege. Wound without a suture, to tore home and another leave. It's a breaking heart healing from a broken bond when a lover cheats. It's one foot in front of the other till your life ends and that buzzer beeps. I ain't slept a wink, but see I've counted sheep for 30 years. I seen grandparents holding hands as the ending of their story nears. Seen a father beat his son until his mom's is forced to tears. After coming home from work and getting hangry off of 40 beers. They tell you that this music is just a hobby, ain't no dang career. No one hears me, it's like I'm speaking to blank faces and vacant ears. See, life is a fun house, full of mirrors, yet no angles clear. Time to face those fears, put your faith in God, let the angels steer.
Do you hear me? No you don't. Why keep trying if you won't?
shallow, but beware that puddle's deep. All the stress can take its toll, meaning long nights and muddled sleep. Happy hour in the sacred place where the trouble's cheap and the struggle's free. Only to realize that that missing piece of the puzzle's me. Trying to keep my focus, I'm on the path to self-destruct. I know some would call it fate, instead I pass it off as luck. It's grasping a live wire with no clasp when it conducts. I'm a 747 jet on course to crash into the mud. I've stumbled down this rocky path, it ain't always been a righteous one. It's a battle to the death, and I just don't know if I can fight this one. But with every bit of might, until my title's won and my light has come, I'll walk this dusty trail till my time is up and my sight is numb. Wait for the water to break, then ride the wave like Poseidon's sun. And that last divine breath finally escapes a vibrant lung. We fabricate a shrine of death in remembrance of a time we loved. He was in the right place at the right time on the wrong side of a fired gun.
On Mad Talk TV show.
Come on, Chris. Welcome back, you guys. As y'all seen, those was the lovely ladies from WBD, Won't Be Denied. Rest in peace to our beautiful angel, honey, Ron, Jazz.
Yes,
Beautiful.
Jazz.
And shout out to our girl Jamaica. Thanks for tuning in. $1 Million Mouthpiece. Thanks for the shares, y'all. Y'all going share crazy today. I see y'all. Share that shit. Niggas need to be listening out here. We dropping knowledge.
Gems, jewels.
All right, we trying to figure out how to come up with a solution to the madness. Motherfuckers, y'all tripping.
We say we as in a community, so that means everybody got to step in on this and get in and get involved, because change don't just start with 2 or 5 people. It begins that way, but we are more powered by numbers. So get your ass out there and start making a difference.
Don't get confused, okay? Let me tell you guys. Let me drop some gems on you, motherfuckers, because I'm real smart over here, all right? And I go to school and shit, and I learn more every day. I'm into, lifelong. I'm committed to lifelong learning, okay? And so, one thing that I will let you guys know, there's a lot of trickery out there. So much trickery that there's so much confusion. These things that I know for a fact, it's not hidden. The knowledge is not hidden. They want you to think that the knowledge is hidden so that you don't know where to look. But I'm going to tell you where the shit is at, okay? We learned it really early in life. The knowledge is in the fucking books. It really is, okay?
Thank you.
We learned that shit real
I'm
early.
sorry.
All right? They taught you like for
I had
real.
to.
No, it's not a lie. It really is in the books. It is. It's not
Swear.
hidden. It's not hidden. This is what it's not on the internet.
Right. It ain't on Google.
It's really like for real. It's not in that article that you read that got passed all around that had all the fucking likes and knowledge and share and whatever that and all the shit. That's not where the knowledge is at. The knowledge is in the books. It's not hidden. They will tell you who is being oppressed in the books. I have an American government book that
tell you all the answers.
It tells you that we oppressing this person. We really fucked this person up. This is what works. This is how to do.
And we're going to continue to do that.
Yeah, and it'll tell you this is how it gets fixed. They want you. If voting wasn't important, they would not have tried to keep your mom from voting.
Your grandma
from voting. Everybody from fucking voting. They've been trying to get us not to vote
from the beginning
of fucking time.
Say it.
Okay? This shit that you are hearing is false fucking news. Okay, I'm telling you, the way to make a difference is to make your voice heard. Voting is your fucking voice. It is your voice. They try to take it from you. It is. Okay, so they try to take it from you. I'm gonna let you know. They tell you all types of shit. They tell you can't vote if you're this. They tell you can't do this. You can't do this. They trick you. They've been doing that. They used to give fucking literacy tests. They used to give fucking this test. They've been doing that shit. So they figure out new ways to do the shit. They done all types of shit. I posted this thing the other day. I was watching this shit.
saw
I
that.
post that shit. They trick you into not voting on purpose. They go for the easy fucking targeted communities and make you guys think that it's not important to vote, that it's important not to go against this, and that. And that's not how you're heard. That's the way that they're able to ignore you and lock you up because you're not heard like that, because it's like, oh, you're making a big funk, but you didn't do it the right way, so now we can lock you the fuck up. Because that's how they trick you into doing that shit. They've been doing it since the beginning of fucking time. But they get in your mind. They know exactly what it takes to persuade you. They know exactly what the fuck it takes to
dissuade you.
Yeah, they know. It's not fucking hidden. It's really given to you. It's given to you.
Exactly.
It's in the fucking books. All you have to do is
read them.
For real. It's like no joke. They tell you. It's like they let you know
all the answers.
They let you know. They tell you we snatched the fuck out of the Indians. They tell you they snatched the Indians from the asshole to the asshole. Like, we fucked the Indians up. They tell you, it's written in the books. It ain't hidden. They be like no, for real. They let you know, and it's like down there. It's American history. Yeah. It's our history. This is what's been going on since the beginning of time. That's how we change it, by getting together and making a difference, by making our voices
just
fucking
really
heard.
quick, you know, because I know we're in hip hop scene, right? And I know everybody's hopping in here wondering, like, how come we're not talking about music and that and the. Like Sophia said, we're trying to stay here and get involved as a community and educate.
Oh, we got a guest. We got a guest. We got a rapper.
We
He
do.
be in on a second. Y'all great.
So
we
we're
still playing
still
some
in
videos.
music. It's still about music, but you know, like there's just because people are in music does not mean they're not human and they don't care.
This affects everybody.
Yeah,
and that's one point
that's
I want to
what
make.
these platforms is for. That's why this is hip hop
Yes.
scene, to get you seen, to get these issues seen, to get people seen, to get everything seen. This is what it's about. It wasn't spelled wrong,
Exactly.
nigga. It's seen. That's what the shit is. Okay.
And I just want to make that a point because I'm tired of hearing people say, "Oh, well, you guys are in music. You know, it's you guys don't care." No, it's not like that.
That's ignorant.
And I
Like,
hate. I've
that's
heard it
just
so many
ignorant.
times lately, and I'm like, look, just because someone's in music does not mean they don't give a shit with what's going on. We do care.
But you know what that goes back
know?
to? That goes back to a couple of years ago when LeBron James started to speak against a specific issue, and the lady got on TV and told him to shut up and dribble.
Yeah.
They think that because you are an athlete or it's because you don't fit a specific paradigm, that you don't really care about the issues that are being affected around you. So it goes back to when you were talking about education and how all of the answers to everything that you need to know is in the books. And I think that the African American community has been dissuaded from the level of education to where now we're walking in this higher level of ignorance to where we don't even understand how it is cool and is in the nature for you to be smart.
That didn't happen on our own.
Of course not.
But I'm gonna say there's people running around with guns right now who don't even know that the teacher is there to help you. They still don't even know that. So I sure don't want them with a gun in their hand. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Yeah, you can't even get a tutor.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't even learned that education is important.
I'm a firm believer in having the right to bear arms. But the guns for me isn't the issue. It is the books, like you were saying. If you look back in time,
the right to bear arms is not the same thing as a whole bunch of little niggas getting EDD and snatching up guns and shooting into cars. That's not the same thing. That's where you get the issues. That's why when the niggas is listening to what you're saying right now, they're gonna take that shit and twist it and be like, yeah, I'm with the right to bear arms. No, fuck that. That's not the same thing. Okay.
I was getting
for
to that
real.
point.
Real shit. It's not.
I'm not actually stepping on what you're saying. I'm about to actually, you know what I'm saying, give it a little fuel to that because you're already on fire with that. My whole thing is, though I am for the right to bear arms, there is rules and regulations that govern
Absolutely.
who's supposed to have those. Now, as far as the youngsters go, having guns and having these things in their possession, this is my thing. Even if I believe if we took all the guns away, it wouldn't be as many killings, but they would still be killing each other. So
let them niggas get out and drag the fuck, hit each other's with cars and do the shit, do whatever the fuck. But let them take the guns away so that we ain't hitting motherfucking stray bullets, hitting fucking innocent people. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck whose gun they snatch right now. If he ain't got the right to have that shit, it needs to be fucking snatched on some real shit. You could take anybody's gun right now because look at that shit. 47-year-old father. This shit ain't got nothing to do
with the right to bear arms
at all. It's not at all.
No, that's not, and that's my point. Because it has nothing to do with the right to bear arms, it's a deeper thing about this, and I've touched on it earlier when we were talking. they can have a million laws on the books. As long as they have access to the weapons, they're going to get them. So
what do you mean access to the weapons?
Who's giving them access?
I'm gonna ask you this question.
Okay.
The government, when they gave them a whole bunch of EDD checks.
We all live in Fresno, California, right?
We do.
Now, is there a gun factory down the street from where you live?
I don't fucking know because I ain't looking for it.
Now, I'm asking you. Do your neighbors make bullets?
Hell no.
So they got to go to the store to get these things.
Exactly.
So here's the thing.
So-
These is the niggas that got these guns wouldn't even know where to get more bullets. They shooting the bullets that's in the gun and done and throwing that shit away. The bullet that came with the gun that they bought up off the street. These ain't that. That's not that kind of what's going on. It's not that they're getting it from the government. The government's providing bullets to our motherfuckers.
Well, that's the paradigm they want to create. It's something else.
So my thing is, then the question is, how do they get the guns? How do they get the ammunition?
Well,
None of them are old enough to purchase these things.
You're right.
See, you can have a gun dealer, a black market gun dealer, and he's selling guns to old women, children, you know what I'm saying, even folks who belong on the yellow bus.
You know,
But
this
the
personally,
guns-
I can tell you, I mean, not that I know anybody, you know, myself or nothing, but I'm just saying that hypothetically,
Right.
I might have known
For the record.
somebody that knows how to get guns and has a lot of guns. It's easy to get. I mean, if I, you know, they get them and they go out of town, they get them and then they bring them back and they have a whole bunch of them and then they sell them to their friends and their homies and then
You see all that access.
You know
Access.
what I mean? And it's not that. That's not the motherfucking government sitting here dropping a bunch of guns on us. This is our own fucking people, our own homies, our own friends going out of the way, out of the state, out of town, to get these motherfucking guns to bring them back into this motherfucker and divvy them out to their homies.
So that's the problem. We have access.
So once again, like I was saying at the top of it, it is the access of it. And for me, I'm more concerned, okay, if there are so many youngsters with guns. Because I think, I'm going to be honest with you, I think a couple of these hoods got like 5 guns max, and they all passing them around here and there, and they doing dumb stuff, catching a whole bunch of bodies on these weapons.
That's
So
what it was. That's how it used to be. That's when we was safe, you know? That's when we was safe. When there was a whole bunch of just, 5 guns between the hood and motherfucker only, motherfuckers that knew, had a little sense, had guns, and, these motherfuckers was shooting, maybe shooting each other every once in a while. But that's not what's going on right now. Right now it's
them having
overrun.
guns and hurting people and killing people. Not just people that's in the gang. I'm talking about innocent people. That's a problem. But for me, the greater issue that no one is actually paying attention to, we say, oh my God, he shot this girl, he shot this baby, I'm like, oh my God, how in the hell is he still getting these weapons?
And who's giving the
Who is
weapons?
manufacturing
Why the
these
hell
weapons?
he still out?
And why are you enabling this?
That's the other part. The part where once it gets dark, a bitch is racing home because I gotta make sure I get home to my kids.
That's not safe.
That's the part. That's the problem.
That's problematic.
Your sense of security has been shattered. That's what it is. And it's not just you. It's even me as a father, because I have a 21-year-old daughter. I was just telling her about it. You know what I'm saying? I have children, and everybody has children. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my children to be a victim nor a victimizer. So but my thing is, one concern is mine is that these folks, because we don't really know if they're youngsters, we're just assuming that they're youngsters. These people who are doing these crimes, who have committed these murders specifically, and more general, all over this nation and all over this state, right? They're committing these crimes, and they have these guns. It's a mental state that is happening. It's
yeah, because being nice to people isn't cool. Because love isn't cool.
Yes.
Because giving hugs and crying and being sensitive isn't cool to people.
Exactly.
Because motherfucking just for some reason, smiling isn't even fucking cool.
I was gonna say that earlier.
You smile at a bitch, motherfucking think that mugging is the cool thing to do. And which is really fucked.
It's a poisonous, toxic culture.
Yeah, it's a culture of fear. It's a culture of self-doubt, self-hate. It's a lot of things that are happening that's causing that. But my thing is, the question is, how do we get from that? And I still believe.
Oh, I want to submit something really quick.
At home. You can't depend on the school.
It starts at
home. Which
hug your kids. Tell them that you love them. Let them know how important everybody's life is, not just theirs.
Extends to your community.
Facts.
It's not just within the 4 walls or the walls in your household. Your home is directly connected to your community.
Absolutely.
So if your home is saying this is not the thing, then your home, your community should be a reflection of your household.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, when you have people who have grown up without parents, who have made their own way, and who have been given the wrong influence as your neighbors, what's going on in their household is probably reflecting more out there in the streets.
Well, you can't say that. Let me tell you,
So-
because I grew up without my parents. All right,
I'm not saying
I
that.
grew
Me
up
too.
with my mom. My mom was a prostitute. My daddy was a pimp. I went all around motherfucking foster care, group homes, mental hospitals, gangs, the streets, and all so dope. Did all types of shit. And in the end, I mean, and I'm grateful to God to that. I am grateful that I got a chance to get it out, and now we got to get it out to other motherfuckers. That is not the excuse no more. You can't use that shit as the crutch no more. That is not an excuse to be out here killing motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck if you ain't got a daddy. I don't give a fuck if you ain't got a mama. I don't give a fuck if you was raised in gangs. The shit ain't cool no more. Get your money, get your mind right, figure out what you love yourself, and quit killing motherfuckers, you fucking idiots. Put the guns down, pick up books. The shit is all twisted. Don't blame it on nobody. It ain't nobody's fucking fault that you're a piece of shit, but your own. Period.
Exactly.
Whatever you gotta believe in, believe in. If you believe in the spirit of yourself, if you believe in God, if you believe in Buddha, if you believe in Muhammad, whatever you believe in, take that shit and make that shit do what it do to do something great and stop tearing down the fucking world that you live in. You claim you love Fresno so much. You love your hood. You love your motherfucking set. You love your shit. You love your homies. You love this shit. Well, then fucking show them that you love them, because killing motherfuckers ain't showing nobody no kind of motherfucking love. You ain't
That's
showing
hate.
no self-love. You ain't showing not a
self-hatred.
motherfucking love. You don't
That's
love
what
your
I'm- that's what I
set.
was
You
trying
don't
to get
love
at.
nobody. That ain't what it is. Your shit is fucked. All right, get your shit right.
Well, you said it.
Yes.
So, but the thing is, you have arrived. You have came to a point in your life to where you said, okay, I'm not using this shit as an excuse for people. And a lot of people, that I don't think they're even using that as an excuse. They just stopped giving a fuck.
They don't even know
They
they're
became
using it as an
complacent.
excuse. They don't know that they're using it as an excuse. That's what they're doing, and they don't know it.
That's complacency.
Nobody tells them. Everybody's scared to talk to their people. Tell them sit. No, I tell everybody that I love. If they're doing some fuck shit, that's why people don't like me. You think that they don't like me because I did some fuck shit? No, they don't like me because I probably told them about some fuck shit that they did. Because I have no problem telling you, because I want everybody around me to be great. If you want the people around you to be great, then tell them when they're on some fuck shit. You see some shit, say some shit. Exactly. That's just the way that it fucking goes. Tell them that they're on some. No, that's fuck shit. We love each other. We don't
do that over here.
That's so Islamic, because not to even go there. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, he said, help your brother when he's in the right and when he's in the wrong. And so when an audience said, well, how do you help somebody when they're in wrong? He said, by telling them that they're wrong.
Facts.
Yeah, because if they don't know they're wrong, they can't correct it.
Right?
But a lot of people are just walking in ignorance because everyone is enabling ignorance.
Exactly. There you go. That's an issue.
Exactly.
They're not educating themselves,
it takes education, but it takes education of self
and mental health.
I can give you a bullshit book and you can read it and know it by heart, and you can try to live it and apply it to your life, but it's full of bullshit. So, and I've educated you with bullshit. So it goes beyond just picking up a book. When I ain't telling you you're gonna pick up no damn hood novel and read that motherfucker.
Right.
Make that be your Bible. We ain't saying just pick up one book. We saying just read, just really learn, just
educate your mind.
Yourself. You know what I mean?
And know how to read beyond the words in a book. Read life.
That's called interpretation.
Right? Read life, because life, you have to understand that it's more than what's contained in a book is one thing, but then which we call that education, but life is actually intelligence. You know what I'm saying? And that's the distinction between being educated and being intelligent. You know what I'm saying? There's two different things. A lot of them just don't know
but you have
how
to
see how to grasp the intelligence that is around them.
So Isaac said,
the
no
things out
police
there-
sketch artist or APB in 48 hours, it's a wrap, which we all know that. And it says when you don't got a sketch or APB in 48 hours, it's a wrap.
It's cold case.
He says you can't blame parents if the institutions have millions to help us out.
Nigga, you can't.
Wait, no, yes you can. Hold on, wait a minute. You have to blame the parents and the institution.
You can blame the parents. You
Everything
can.
starts at home and then it extends to the community.
I want to say something so
if you
bad
don't
after
have
this.
a lot of homes who are living, who are raising their children the proper way, and it's oversaturated with those who don't raise their children. it's going to take them a long time for them to come to the point of realization.
I'm not
say,
even blaming
I'm
the
done.
parents. I'm
It's not
blaming
that.
the person.
Yeah.
It's not even if you're an adult,
Right.
it's not your parents' fault no more.
You made a
need to
choice
start
on your
taking
own.
decisions
Responsible for
yourself.
yourself.
My parents was fucked up, but I'm not blaming them for shit. That's what my fuck ups were my own, and I had to deal with them myself. I was on probation myself. I went to jail myself. Nobody's gonna fucking deal with none of that shit.
But you. But for those who have children who are still seeds, who are still seeds in the home,
who can still make a difference,
whose branches hasn't even grown out of the pot that is growing in.
Absolutely.
So for them, you must nurture them. And for you as the parent, and if you are amongst other parents, you must make sure that the environment that extends beyond the home is also nurturing for that child also. Absolutely. Because why is it that other communities who have the same struggles as we have, they have neighbors and everything else, they have jobs and everything else, but their kids grow up and go to college. Mm-hmm. Their kids become police officers. Their kids become judges and attorneys and business owners. It's because what they were teaching within their household extended out into their communities.
Because I know a lot of hood niggas whose kids have went on to college, have never been in trouble, who have done amazing things and who are doing amazing things. And I'm very, very proud. And that's just the amount of love that they've given them. They're not teaching them the fuck shit. They're not enabling them when they fuck up. They're holding them accountable. That's what I'm saying. And at this point, if you have this is my cry. My cry is that if you have a kid right now that you cannot control, figure out what we got to do. And I say we, as a community, figure out what we have to do. If you have a kid that you cannot control, a teenager, a young person that you know is fucking up, that needs help, that is on the wrong path, before this motherfucker either kills somebody, gets fucked, kills himself, ends up in prison, or gets fucked up some other kind, just reach out to somebody so that we can help you, so that we can get them together the best that as God sees fit, or as the plan sees fit for them to prevail, to get better. But at least try. Don't sweep it under the rug, because it can't be helped if it's swept under the rug. That's what can't help. That can't happen if it's swept under the rug. It's just gonna get worse. That pile's gonna get bigger if you keep sweeping that shit underneath the rug.
Somebody got to deal with it.
I want to say something really quick, because his comment said, and I quote, that you can't blame parents if the institutions have millions to help us. Why would we depend on an institution that was set up to take us down in the first place? He started it. That's what we say. That's how you say that people just interpret whatever the fuck they want to, because that's how you started it. Why would I believe it?
Depending on the institution,
It was never the intention of any institution to include any minority race.
My first
at
job
all.
is my child. I thank God for that blessing, for my birthday.
Because y'all get me started, because this is.
And one more thing, and this is how I tell you why it starts at home. This is the purpose why this is why I say it starts at home, because you have. Think of the past 6 presidents.
Oh God.
Hold on, y'all. We're gonna have to be back next week, y'all, because we have a guest and we have to get to some more videos. We got to get to some more videos. This isn't an overnight topic. We've already been we've been discussing this for days. This is not an overnight thing. Fixed thing. But
this ain't noodles.
We can plant the seed and we can make enough noise and we can shut down shit. Let's start it like this. Start shutting down shit, okay, around you. Start asking for our
accountability,
and love to each other. Yeah. We'll be back in just a second. We're gonna play some videos and we'll be back with our guest for the night. And
stay tuned, hip hop scene.
All of us been struggling, all of us want money, all of us been hustling, all of us are hungry, all of us are down, all of us are here, we gon' get it how we wanna get it, dealing with the consequences. All of us been struggling, all of us want money, all of us been hustling, all of us are hungry, all of us are down, all of us are here, we gon' get it how we wanna get it, dealing with the consequences.
Many moons I've been dealing with this stress. So much weight I couldn't get it off my chest. Stuck in prison, had your boy feeling oppressed. But I came home, now your boy feeling blessed. Hey, a lot of others didn't make it. Some even committed suicide cause they couldn't take it. Some got addicted to drugs, they never could shake it. Overdose, they pulled the plug, said it's hard, couldn't make it. I chose another lane, stepped up critical thinking. Instead of stepping in quicksand, asking why I'm sinking, I came up with a better plan, made the distinction between being a better man and G. What's the reason? I put the G in grown gangster, call it what you want to, but I guarantee if you don't open your eyes, it's gonna haunt you. When you close your eyes to sleep, nightmares are gonna taunt you. Lose everything you love, and in the end, that's gonna haunt you. On my mama, nigga.
All of us been struggling, all of us want money, all of us been hustling, all of us are hungry, all of us are down, all of us are here. We gon' get it how we wanna get it, dealing with the consequences. All of us been struggling, all of us want money, all of us been hustling, all of us are hungry, all of us are down, all of us are here. We gon' get it how we wanna get it, dealing with the consequences. Blue eyes, no there ain't no gimmicks. Blue skies, no there ain't no limits to the status or the heights we'll reach. Higher learning with these rhymes on the mics we speak. Higher education, mass incarceration, it's an epidemic constantly sweeping across our nation. Public perception, lack of direction, teaching correction, rebuking deception, make no exception. I'm the wrecker of records and I'ma keep on pushing cause I'm fully invested. Relentless is the label, true kings at the table. Borns in the stable one day when we're able. But for now, I'ma keep my game tight, stable. Balancing my scale and working on my sales. I'm using my gift, I'm hoping that we all prevail. I remember that there's never been an option to fail, yeah. All of us been struggling, all of us want money, all of us been hustling, all of us are hungry, all of us are down, all of us are here. We gon' get it how we wanna get it, dealing with the consequences. All of us been struggling, all of us want money, all of us been hustling, all of us are hungry, all of us are down, all of us are here. We gon' get it how we wanna get it, dealing with the consequences.
Me earning all this guap, this a one-way ticket. You either with me or you not. Some be tripping how I get shit, I just leave them all in shock. They would hate to see you eating, they would love to take your spot. Like a spoiled piece of meat, they gon' leave your ass to rot. And when you get to making moves, some be ready to plot. Gotta learn to cut them ties when they twisted in them knots. Damn, yeah, shit's been mania, it's been really crazy. People folding and you know it's just been feeling shady. Turning pain into some games, that's the shit that made me. And if you playing like it's games, I won't let you play me. I seal the pain with these strings cause I've been feeling empty. Coggy vision from the brain, got some nigga dizzy. Stay the same and never switch up if you rock it with me. It ain't the same and shit ain't change, every day is risky. I've been grinding to the top, yeah. I ain't never gonna stop. I bet they wanna see me like that. I can't let them see me fall. I've been grinding to the top, I've been grinding, nigga. I ain't never gonna stop. I ain't stopping. I bet they wanna see me like that. Bet they do. I can't let them see me fall. Hell no. Life's a bitch, but I don't quit. I just keep on moving. And times like this, I can't forget, cause I remember losing. I turned my shit around, made a plan, and now I use it. A lot of pain up in my heart, I turn it up to music. I told my family that I got them, I'ma get them through this. And when I'm making every play, I leave opponents clueless. I done lost a couple things, but I'ma keep on pushing. And time is money every day, fuck it, I ain't snoozing. Yeah, all these problems tryna bring me down, but I can never let them break me, gotta hold it down. And when you building up aggression, they just come around. But when I'm down and stressing, they ain't there and can't be found. I done been through slimy days and always kept my ground. Gotta struggle in some silence, you can't make it sound. Cause when they get to know your moves, they will pull you down. I keep my head above the water, I ain't sink it down. I've been grinding to the top, yeah. I ain't never gonna stop. I bet they wanna see me like that. I can't let them see me fall. I've been grinding to the top, always grinding. I ain't never gonna stop. Never stop. I bet they wanna see me like that. Bet they do. I can't let them see me fall. Hell no. Hey, that's 4BH Gemini back on this track. Shout out to everyone fuck with me, man. 4BH with the team.
business. All facts and no printers. It's part of that for no living.
With choppers, orangutans, gorillas that go bananas. It's animals in this habitat, hungry and they ain't playing on.
Nigga, we about that business. All facts and no printers. It's part of that for no business.
With choppers, orangutans, gorillas that go bananas. It's animals in this habitat, hungry and they ain't playing on.
Pockets on obesity, nigga, they call that gluttony. Smoking on a blunt while your boo just suck on me on in. What the fuck are we? Niggas chicken poultry. Tree be different colors, man, we call it poultry. I be finger fucking the whip and try forgetting my cash up with something real fat in my lap that make you back up or duck down from the town. With my woman that's hitting everything that's standing, walking the burning 211 nigga, I'm still reserved, got shit to serve. Slap you if you get on my nerve, step off the curb, hop in the whip. When I'm throwing up the M, nigga, I stand for Macado shits. I'm a money making Mac nigga, take bubble baths with her, in the house binge watch, Katie King and flash with her. Don't kick it with niggas soft, square like napkins. I hate the police more than them niggas hated Pac-Man. Nigga, we about that business. All facts and no printers. It's part of that further living.
With choppers, orangutans, gorillas that go bananas. It's animals in this habitat, hungry and they ain't playing on.
Nigga, we about that business. All facts and no printers. It's part of that for no business.
With choppers, orangutans, gorillas that go bananas. It's animals in this habitat, hungry and they ain't playing on.
Better watch it, it's cold in the summertime. She be getting crazy, bitches be getting shady. Money is the motive, they saying, so I be on my pivot. Gotta get it, business, risk it, if it gotta beat it. 7 on a bubble, I'ma go on a cheetah lead. Really real, fuck you if you really ain't feeling me. Been up off the porch with the torch burner in the dust. Talk about feeling emotions, but we don't give a fuck. If you see the fire, go high, cause it'll eat you up. A Fresno niggas and these Fresno bitches gon' represent Fresno and bet that's a given. And the bike go harder than the bark, I swear. Better double nickel Nina in the building right now, yeah. Go harder than line, we tryna make it right. Double back, make it right, it's money on the line. Online, we tryna get it right, front line with it, yeah.
Nigga, we about that business. All facts and no printers. It's part of that further living.
With choppers, orangutans, gorillas that go bananas. It's animals in this habitat, hungry and they ain't playing on.
Nigga, we about that business. All facts and no printers. It's part of that further business.
With choppers, orangutans, gorillas that go bananas. It's animals in this habitat, hungry and they ain't playing on.
Hello, and welcome back to Hip Hop Scene. I'm your girl, Sophia Ruby, but you motherfuckers already knew that, didn't you? I'm here with my girls, Nanners 559.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
And I am here with our guest for the night,
Straight the bastard.
Straight the Bastards.
How y'all doing out there?
Ooh, shit. Welcome to Hip Hop Scene. How you doing?
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm doing good, Rim.
It's a pleasure to have you next to me.
Ooh.
I feel like I need to have my glasses
You
on.
feel me?
Shows on. We cool.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
you know.
he needs to because he's shining.
Yeah. Highly sedated, that's why, but you know.
So,
it's all
welcome
good.
to Hip Hop Scene. For those who don't know, that was you in the video right before that.
Yeah.
And you are a rapper.
Artist.
An artist. Recording artist.
There we go.
And where are you from?
I'm from Fresno, California.
And,
Born and raised, west
how
part
long
of
you
it.
been doing your thing, sir?
Oh, I've been doing it for like about 10 years. I've been rocking with my producer, T Beats. Gonna look her up. She's dope, man.
I love female producers.
I love
Yeah, she's the dopest. I'm not gonna lie.
Everything.
Shout out to the female.
Yeah, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't even be on it like that. But I just, I do it because, the art of it is good.
Yeah.
I like it. It's cool.
Hey, shout out to my producer, T Brown. Hey, it's Simply the Best Studios, Benny Owens. Shout out to you,
man.
Ramsey.
Hey.
We played Ramsey's video a little bit. Ramsey's hip hop. A second ago, that shit was dope. He shot that video all by himself, sitting there talking to himself. I don't know how he
Right,
did that.
nice. It was nice, like, to be doing it by yourself.
Shooting a video, and killing himself all at the same time. He went away to the army. He did all types of stuff.
Right. In one spot, though. So one spot.
That was a lot, but that was deep. And if you listen to the message, the lyrics are deep, and he's really into organic hip hop. So, what would you consider your style?
I would consider my style somewhat of a storyteller. I like to talk about it, man. Like, if it's out there, I'ma speak on it. Haters, fuck boys, fuck bitches, sucker shit, weird shit, whack shit. I'm gonna speak on it, man. And you know, if I could put the words together and it come out right, shit, especially behind a dope ass beat. Shouts out to T Beats again, but yeah, especially behind a dope ass beat, man. I'm gonna put that shit out there, man. Whether a motherfucker like it or not, man. I'm enjoying the music. You feel me?
So what do you have coming on? What have you been into lately as far as your music is concerned?
Right now, I just been doing a lot of featuring. Right now, I just been doing a lot of featuring. I got an album
that's how
coming
you
out.
Your name out.
Yeah, I did a little album. It was like a little bit up under the bridge type shit, but it was kind of cool. Bastard Life, it was cool. But right now, I got an album coming out. Probably next month or some shit like that. I don't know.
You obviously haven't been doing it for like 10 years straight.
No,
straight because you know.
Oh, I got music.
Yeah.
Like, don't get that fucked up.
No,
I got hella music. Like hella music. Like I got a catalog like a motherfucker. But when I jumped on the scene, I jumped on the scene as far as featuring.
Yeah, no.
So you know that's what I was trying to do.
You know,
like,
it's
if
crazy
a motherfucker
like,
had bars, I got bars too. So
I've been doing music for like the same, like 10. Probably longer than 10 years, probably like 15 years I've been doing music, right? But I didn't start taking it serious and actually doing music until 2 years ago. But I've been doing music for like 15 years, so like people that have old songs of me, they'll pull them up, and my homie G-Mac has recently pulled up some old songs.
Shouts out to G-Mac.
That's slap. Let me tell you, them motherfuckers slap. Like, if you threw them on today, they would still slap. Like, on some real shit, I'm like, damn, like, I want to, like, make a video to that shit. Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
And
but
that's a lot of shit that I want to do, too.
But that was, like, back in the days where I
right?
wasn't really doing my music. I was just doing features and just being tagged along to the studio and hoping that somebody would put me on. And you didn't really understand, like, how shit really works.
Well, shit,
you know
that's the shit I was doing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, man, motherfucker put me against 16 bars, bar for bar, man. Let's do it, man. And hopefully, when I get done, you be like, man, I want that nigga on my shit right there, man. That nigga gassy some shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I was doing it back then. And then, like 2 years ago, I started taking it real serious, and I just jumped out there and I did a feature here, and you know what I mean. And I get what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't like I've been in the game 10 years and I just ain't been, you know, I get it. Okay, so you got maybe next month.
Yeah, maybe next month, man. We trying to figure out like the work is already done.
How many tracks?
10.
10 tracks.
10 tracks.
What's the name of it?
We trying to figure that out right now. Man.
You got a mouse in your pocket?
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I don't make no moves without my producer. Shouts out to T Beats. Like it's a woe thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not finna. You know, when I make a move, I make my move with my producer. If she move, I move. If I move, she move. Man, it ain't no I in team. So I'm just gonna maybe I'm a black French nigga. So yeah, we type shit. You feel me? Like I'll be a black French nigga. Fuck it.
Thinking about it, I'm like,
you know what I mean, that's what it is, man. I got a good support team, like for real. Like if y'all out there, y'all in the music scene, man, make sure your support team is really what it is, man. Don't be out there fucking around with no fuck shit, man. That's all the way around the board, man. If your team ain't solid, man, you could be solid all you want to, but your foundation ain't gonna be shit. So just make sure your team's solid, man. Make sure whoever you around, that shit's solid.
You were sitting in the studio while we just were having, you know, some conversation, serious conversation a second ago. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on the whole issues that are going on, or how we can make things different, or you know, just in general, like how do you feel about everything, you know,
on some real shit? Like I'm not really a politic, like, cause that shit ain't finna help my pockets, I ain't gonna lie. But at the end of the day, motherfuckers know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as the kids go, you know how you raise your household. If you raise your household good, don't mean that your kid ain't gonna walk out the door and go do some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like in your face, they could be the angel.
But
when they walk out that door, they could be Satan himself. But it's not.
But at the same time, those are not who we're speaking to.
Yeah, I'm speaking in general. I'm speaking in general. Like anybody who buying these old guns and trigger happy, however it go. When you walk through your home front, you're an angel. You ain't finna do none of that shit you doing on the street in front of your mama and your motherfucking daddy.
So you're right. You're right. And that's a fact. That's how you know it's wrong.
If you are doing it in front of your mom and your daddy, That's just how your household is raised.
Yeah, but
exactly. If you raised your household like that, of course you're gonna come home. Hey, Dad, smoke that blunt with me. Hey, Mom, hey, let's have a sip of Hennessy. Not when I walk through the door. Not when I walk through the door. I'ma smell dinner. I'ma smell dinner, and if I smell weed on you, I'ma whoop your ass from the front room to the back room. That's not what's going on. But if that's the way your household is raised, then you know what it is. You know, you can't say what a motherfucker doing out there in the streets behind me. You know, when they walk out the front door. I could be cool than a motherfucker when I leave you right now, but when I walk out to the street, I'm a sorry motherfucker. I might be. Who knows? You don't know. I mean, motherfucker don't know what's going on. But you know, it is what it's gonna be. You can't stop that shit because once one drop, then you got a motherfucker be like, fuck that, nigga, you shot my folks, nigga. And then it's another, fuck that, you shot my folks. And then it's just a train reaction, and now it's like it's out of control. Yeah, it is. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't no buts. It's out of control.
At the end of the day, it's gonna take that motherfucker to be like, okay, it's done. Until then.
And who the fuck is gonna say it? Who gonna say we done? Who gonna say I'm done? That's the thing, and you're right. That's what it's gonna take. It's gonna take a motherfucker say I'm done. I'm breaking this dumbass cycle, this dumbass shit. I'm not finna sit here and do the same shit with my motherfucking kids. I'm not finna do the same shit with my little fucking homies. I'm not gonna do the same shit with my little brothers, my little sisters. I'm not gonna do the same shit, and it does. It takes a motherfucker saying I'm done. So who the fuck is gonna say I'm done so we can motherfucking do some shit? Don't y'all want to live? Don't y'all want to really have money? Don't y'all really want to really go do some shit?
Spiritually, only one person gonna say that, and that's God.
Go live on some islands.
It's really gonna be what He's gonna say. He's gonna be on your mind. He's gonna be on your heart when He say, "Hey, it's done. It's done."
So I pray that God lays that on all y'all hearts to be done.
Amen.
Okay?
Amen. Real. And that's for real. Right. You know, it is a lot of death. Stop the violence. Black Lives Matter.
I really appreciate you being here, Scrape. Can you give your shout outs and let people know how they can get a hold of you with your sexy ass?
Man, you can get a hold at me now. This is the hard part. Yup, bruh. Instagram, come holla at me. Anything outside of that shit, YouTube, I don't know.
You know, this nigga...
Scrape the Bastard, hit me up, man. Find me in the game, man, with that good herb.
Yup, bruh. Why did Yup, bruh fucking program itself in my phone? I did not like that, okay? Because, you know, like, I don't save people's numbers and shit.
Yeah,
like, unless I like talk to them, I don't leave a lot of people shit.
It's because your phone recognizes real niggas.
That
it's going to program a real nigga. Mandatory. Like, it's going to program a real nigga.
He hit her with the real recognized real.
It's going to program a real nigga. So, yeah.
I don't like that shit. I didn't say I want to hit shit programmed in my shit.
Brown Rose Boutique, go look her up.
For real.
But, yeah.
Brown who?
Brown Rose Boutique. It's a nice little
Brown Rose Boutique.
Yes.
Okay. Check that out, y'all.
Check that out. Google it, man.
Wait for his album.
Black owned,
Check
black
out
money.
T-Bank.
Keep it, you know, keep
Thank
it
y'all, everybody
minority.
who's tuned in.
Don't forget, Save Our Children tomorrow. We got that peaceful protest at 11 a.m. for the City Hall. Right there, I'll be out there, so make sure you guys come through. You know, it's the change. We got to get involved. We're going to be moving. Sophia, we got some.
The goal is to bring all of the goal. What we're working on is trying to bring all of the organizations together. So that it's not a separate. It's not we're all fighting for this issue. We're all fighting for this issue. We're fighting over here fighting for this issue. We all fighting for humanity. Period. Together. Right. And so that's what we're all trying to do. Whether it's artists, whatever it is, you know.
Cheery.
And so
I'm gonna have to throw that Michael Jackson out there.
We are the world. Hey.
We are the children.
For real, facts. Okay, so we will be back here next Thursday on Hip Hop Scene like we are every week. You already know on Mad Talk TV show. Shout out to our guy KP, Bobby Blitz, all the other shows that hold us down. George Ohan, Steve Williams, Richard, everybody you know. We love you guys here on Mad Talk TV shows. If you guys need any promo shot, y'all can come down here. We also have a full set. Whatever you need a house.
Name it.
We got it. Smoke machines, sets, everything that you need is here on Mad Talk Productions and Entertainment Set. So y'all come down here and check it out. You know, we give tours and shit, and if you want my sexy ass to do it, you can pay a little extra and get a personal tour through here. You know, and so features. Yes, and we'll be here next week, y'all. We love you guys, and we out, yeah.
God bless.
All the above.
Okay.
Names is crazy.
She got so many names. It's cute though.
I do.
I like calling her honey.
every day.
This is honey.
Yeah, this is honey.
Yeah. This is honey.
She look like a honey though. She do.
Says it all.
Dancer, working my way through college, mother, just doing every little thing.
What do you go to school for?
Veterinary medicine.
What?
Oh, nice. It's fun.
It is
fun.
You're in it?
I actually worked in a veterinary hospital for a long time. Just don't ask me how, because I didn't go to school for it. I went in and I was like, look, I love my dogs. I love your dogs. I'm gonna come up in here, But I did. I worked at the ABC veterinarian for a while, and it was a learning experience when you sit there and give dogs shots and cats, and almost get bit. I mean, it's an experience,
I love animals. Any type of animal, I love it. Unless it's a spider, I can't.
That's why you're trying to take your dog.
She said no spiders.
Your dog.
Honey and cinnamon.
Yeah.
She wasn't lying.
I really did that.
My mom would get mad at me because, growing up, I'd be like, "Oh, can I have a dog?" No, you can't have a dog. So I'll bring home every stray dog I see. It's coming home with me. This is my new dog. Like, Mom, look what I got. Look what I got outside.
Make your dog house outside.
They probably belong to somebody and they're like, I found it.
Fine now.
It didn't let that collar when I found it. I have a collar. I don't know who's talking
All right. So you're going to school, and what do you do when it comes to the group? Your part?
Video girl. Basically that's it.
Y'all see
She said that's it.
Y'all saw the video. Y'all saw the video.
She said the video girl. That's it.
I
Nah.
gotta come through, show me.
Yes, I love that. Though you were doing your damn thing, girl, doing your damn thing.
Trying to learn how to do hair. Braiding is not easy.
Your lashes are popping.
Well, I gotta
and
see.
you tatted the fuck up. And
I want to see the belly. What is it? Chain?
The waist
chain.
Man, because those were back. When those was popping in the '90s, and I seen it when she first walked in. I was like, yeah, those is dope.
They're like the African waist beads.
I knew something like
They're
that.
cute.
I wanted one. I just ain't.
It's for weight loss or something like that. I guess when you lose weight.
I need extra tight then on them things.
You sleep Yeah, they irritate me slightly. They get all tangled, but I like them.
They're cute. It's a fashion trend.
Oh, she's
I like it.
freaking adorable too. I love y'all.
We are Won't Be Denied here at Hip Hop Scene on Mad Talk TV Show.
Though I'm missing you, I'll find a way to get through. Living without you, 'cause you were my sister, my strength, and my pride. Only God may know why. Still, I will get by. Who would have known that you'd have to go so suddenly, so fast? How could it be that our sweet memories would be all that we have left? And now that you're gone, every day I go on, but life's just not the same. So empty inside, and my tears I can't hide, but I'll try to face the pain, though I'm missing you. I'll find a way to get through. Living without you, you were my sister, my strength, and my pride. Only God may know why. Still, I will get by.
There were so many things that we could have shared. If time was on